Good morning, folks. How are you this morning? I got my Pedro hat on today. I call it my Pedro hat. The reason I put it on, a different hat on or different clothes on each day, is because I get confused with my files, you see, when I'm sorting them out. So I know today's one is with the Pedro hat on. And I want to be a bit funny. I want to put a bit of humour into what's happening in Timaru, because lots of things happening in Timaru that make you laugh. Let me tell you a story. The other day, you might have heard that I went to see Alex Cabrera. He's the CEO of the Iraqi business development, what they call it, Iraqi Polytech. That's right. I get confused with the Iraqi Development Business and Tourism and the Iraqi Polytech. They got the similar names, right? And of course, you know where Iraqi is, don't you? Mount Cook. Why didn't they just call it Mount Cook? Iraqi. God almighty. It used to be Orangi. Another tribe of Maoris called it Orangi, you know. But anyway, this guy Alex, I don't know what nationality he is. He's been around a bit. But anyway, I saw him the other day. Nice guy. Second time I've seen him, right? And you know what he told me? He told me that the Iraqi Polytech has changed its attitude. It's changed the way its market. It used to teach people in Auckland and that. Now it's changed its market and it's teaching people locally, right? Because they see the benefit in teaching local people rather than teaching people in Auckland. But and I agreed with him, and I went away and I picked up the paper the next day, and here I see Alex Cabrera, the CEO of Iraqi Polytech, has just come back from a trip to where did he go to? China. Yeah, he went to China. Now, he never told me that when I saw him the other day. He kept that quiet. So what was he doing in China? Well, let me tell you. You know a fellow called Damon Odie? He's the mayor of Timaru. Since he's been mayor, he's had a pay rise. The first thing he got was a pay rise. Now, then he promoted Gigatown, which is a gamble that... Oh, I don't know. It's a stupid thing, you know, Gigatown. And now he's having an overseas trip. He just came back from an overseas trip because he went to China with that Alex Cabrera, you see, on a sister city trip. Now, the funny part was, who was supposed to go? Peter Nixon was supposed to go but couldn't go. So he was going to send Steve Wills. Now, Steve Wills is a councillor and he's a member of the development area or something, some chairman of something, and he was going to go. But now I see he didn't go either, and this guy, Alex Cabrera, went, you know. Now, the interesting thing about these sister cities, I just Googled it this morning trying to find out a bit about sister cities. What are the benefits of sister cities, you know? And we've got 4 of them. We've got Orange in California, Australia. Never hear about them. And then we've got Orange in New South Wales, Australia. We never hear about them. All we've ever heard of in recent years is China and Japan, right? Now, when Janie Annear was the mayor, she went to China and Japan on tours, took all her friends with her, had a big party. And they come back and they bought all these chopsticks. They tried to sell them downtown in the information centre, tried selling chopsticks and all these Chinese things. Didn't work. And it's so funny. Just a minute, I can't stop laughing. Now, Janie Annear, when she gave up the job of mayor, she found a new job. And her new job is she's the chairman of the Iraqi Polytech, right? God, it's funny. So they're all mates, you see. They're all networking together, you see. They don't like me because I'm an outsider. I don't go and have coffees with them and go to their parties and stuff. But, oh, Jesus, funny. Now, listen, what makes me annoyed is I'm paying. I'm a ratepayer, and I pay big rates. And I've got to pay for these people going overseas and having these trips. Overseas. Yeah. And and you know what? What the funny part about it? The rest of Timaru people don't care. They just pay. They don't say anything. Only Ron Bishop says something and says, I think this is wrong. We want an annual report. We want to see how much you spent in China. You went to China, you guys. How much did it cost me, the ratepayer? Right? Oh, come on. Come clean, fellas. Don't bloody go around wasting ratepayers' money. The rates are to fix the bloody roads and take the rubbish away. That's what rates are for, not for trips to China. That's the government's job. They got their own salesmen. Why should local councillors get involved in trade, exporting and importing trade? That's not their job. They're there to look after the roads and the rubbish and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But they don't, do they? They find bloody ways to have trips overseas. Not on. And here's another funny thing. One of their mates is a fella called Peter O'Neill. He's the editor of the Timaru Herald. And when they had the trip to China, they thought, well, we better be careful here because Ron Bishop might get on YouTube and tell on us, you see. So what Peter O'Neill, is the editor of the Herald, he put an article, he ran an editorial and said what a great thing it was because it got all these students coming over from China to get educated in Timaru. So he put a big editorial in this morning's paper. Yeah, but that's another thing. I don't need him now. I thought I needed him because I used to write letters to the editor of the Timaru Herald, but I got a new mate. I got some people who got the Timaru Courier. Yeah, they're a Dunedin newspaper, and they own the Timaru Courier. And I put a letter in there the other day, and they printed it. And so I've got a new platform now where I can talk to people in the Courier, because the Courier goes to every letterbox in Timaru, except the ones with no circulars, of course, but it's got a bigger circulation than the Timaru Herald. So the Timaru Courier is giving me a voice again. So I've got a voice back. I can talk to the people of Timaru, because we're going to promote Timaru, but I've got to motivate the people. And the only way I can motivate the people is do stuff like this. Do the videos. Get my work, out there, get people motivated, get them excited about the future. I did a big video the other day on putting the bridge over Caroline Bay. Go and have a look at that. It's a good video. Okay. Now listen, I'll get this up. I don't want to have these videos too long. I'll keep them short. And then you'll listen to them. Okay. Alex and Damon, call it, mate. Time we had another chat. What about the three of us? Damon Odie, Alex Cabrera, and me, Steve Wills, Peter Nixon. Why don't we sit around the table and have a talk about this? Good idea? Okay, see you later. Bye-bye.